To begin the game, you are depicted in rags. You are given no opportunity to alter this fact but for the ability to change your character's default name. The default of prisoner is a blatant indication of your character's initial status, rather than an offered generic personal name. Your lowly status is further emphasized by the fact that you have no possessions but the rags you wear. While it is plausible your possessions and clothes were taken from you by your captors, this is unlikely, as your fellow prisoners Ralof and Ulfric retain their armor and clothes respectively. You are then classified as a criminal alongside Lokir, the horse thief also depicted in rags. Beginning from nothing, your status within the social dynamics of Skyrim can seemingly only improve. As you continue through the game, completing quest lines and interacting with others, you rise in status. You can ascend to the position of leader in several factions such as the Companions, the Dark Brotherhood, and the Thieves Guild, and even claim the title of Hero of Skyrim by completing the Civil War questline in favor of one side or the other. In addition to this, you can find gold on most enemies in the game, and find more along with treasures in chests while adventuring. The treasures can be sold to merchants for even more gold. Aside from incurring a large bounty for criminal activity in every hold, there are few ways in which you can diminish your status. If the player seeks to complete each quest rather than ignore or fail them, they will be rewarded for their efforts. This concept of meritocracy is expressed in many other forms of media in America, and while it represents an ideal to which many hold, the reality of social mobility in our culture is quite different than this ideal. An expression of the cultural reality of class can be found in Windhelm, where racism confines the Dark Elf citizens to the Grey Quarter, the slums of the city. Another expression of racism's effect on class can be seen through the Khajiit being denied access into Skyrim cities. Their segregation prevents them from owning land, and they are forced to become nomads, traveling in caravans from city to city and setting up camps just outside their walls to sell their wares. These miscellaneous objects include a highly addictive narcotic called skooma, which can be found in several locations in the game among bandits and heard in some civilian conversation. Since the Khajiit are exiled from cities, illicit substances become a part of their wares with little worry of confiscation. The player need not worry about being denied access to cities, as they are the exception to the rule, always rising in status. There are many beggars throughout Skyrim, usually found in cities asking for a septum, the game's currency. By giving to them, you earn the gift of charity, which increases your skill, ability, and speech, enabling you to barter more successfully and earn more for what you sell, paying less for what you buy. While this will result in them being friendly to you thereafter, no amount of coin giving will let them rise out of their status as beggar, and it is unknown what they use their given septums for. Almost all beggars are dressed in rags, the same as how the player began the game. You can rise in status to the point of being a thane in every hold, but cannot become a jarl, leader of a hold, or High King of Skyrim. Though the game provides an opportunity to assassinate the Emperor of Tamriel, you cannot acquire his status. You can, however, take his robes.